Thank you, Mike. And hello, everybody. I hope everybody's well, safe, and staying warm where you're at, and most healthy. Along the lines of what Mike was saying, and you'll hear more about it in the next few minutes of the things that are happening with the settlement, I'd like to just turn your attention briefly, if we can, just to the ongoing litigation that we have against the remaining engineering companies, because in light of all the things we're doing about the settlement, the claims process, the testing, and trying to bring this to a closure as soon as possible for each and every one of you and your children on the settlement, we hope to prosecute as diligently and as hard as we have on the state side and the city side against the engineering firms as well. And we're far down the road in doing that. As Mike mentioned, there's been a lot of activity with Judge Levy. And as all of you, I'm sure, know, a couple of months ago, Judge Levy entered an order certifying the case against the engineering companies on behalf of property owners and some other issues. And it's what we call in the law an issue class, which is basically addressing the issue of liability. Actually, today we had a call with the defense attorneys, and we are going to be working at the request of Judge Levy over the next week or two on formulating a time frame when we could potentially have that case tried before Judge Levy. We hope that we can do that sometime in the latter part of the spring, hopefully in May or June. Pretty much all the work that we did as relates to the settlement can be used for the claim against the engineering companies. So there's not much more what we call discovery that we need to do, where we get to ask questions or more expert work or more documents. Pretty much everything is done. It's just a matter of doing a lot of preparation for the trial. And that's what we're working with the defendants now. So we feel very good where we're at on that aspect of the case. These are large engineering defendants. We hope, as Mike and I have been telling you from day one, that in addition to the settlement of the $600+ million moving forward against the engineering firms, they're hopefully with a verdict on your behalf, there will be a lot more money there that will go to all of you that have been injured in some way, shape, or form as a result of this contamination. So we're pursuing things as quick as we can, and we'll keep you advised as matters develop. But with that, I'll hand it back to others to talk about the claims process and one of the more important things of getting your child tested. And Trishelle can help educate everybody on the day-to-day things that are happening. So with that, I'll hand it back over to, I guess, who's going to go, Leslie or Trishelle?
I'll take it. Thanks, Ted and Michael. We appreciate you giving that overview and starting us off here. So as we said, as was mentioned, the claims period begins January 12th, 2022. That is next week. You will only receive a claims form if you completed a registration form last year, and access to claim forms will either be online or paper forms depending on how you registered. So what we are going to cover today are the 5 pieces of the claims forms: declarations, release form, lien disclosure form, and supporting documents. And we're going to turn this over to walk us through all of these to Leslie.